Hey guys, and welcome to Crazy Burger. So in this video we're going to be looking at whether you should buy the Super Pocket from HyperMegaTech or the alternative, which could be the more expensive option, the Evercade EXP from Blaze as well. But yeah, what I'm going to do is try and make up your mind if you're on the fence whether you should go for the cheaper model, the Super Pocket, or the Evercade EXP. We'll go into detail on both of these devices next. Okay, so let's look at the Super Pocket first. This is obviously from HyperMegaTech, which is the sister company of Blaze, but it's all basically under the same Evercade style banner. Now this is a lovely little device. Yes, it is at a budget price of 50 quid, but it's certainly not a cheap device. It certainly feels premium quality build to me, and the added bonus that it's easily fittable inside your pocket, so you can transport it a lot easier than you could the EXP, for example. It comes in the two editions. You've got your Capcom edition in the nice sort of blue and yellow, and you've got the Taito edition, which is the sort of green and black. And the added bonus, yeah, you can buy some Evercade cartridges, and it's compatible with pretty much all of them, I believe, and it's retailing at 50 quid. Now, we were lucky enough to get hands-on playing one of these recently at the Blackpool Expo, and it was fun. It was quite surprising. It was a nice premium quality device. All the buttons felt great, and yeah, it's got that dummy cartridge at the top as well. But obviously the point of this video is whether you should buy this or the EXP. Now, the EXP is double the price. You would be probably about £120 or something for the EXP, but yeah, it's probably better compatible with other certain types of games. For example, if you look at the Super Pocket, the sort of ratio of the screen there, it's not ideal for the Tate mode style games, and it's probably not ideal for games such as Full Void or Cathedral, which would utilise that widescreen on the EXP, so it would probably be a little bit squashed here. But if you're only buying this to play the Taito games or the Capcom games, and you're not really interested about maybe delving into the Evercade sort of ecosystem, then it's not a big deal. And obviously if you were on a tighter budget, 50 quid is not too bad. It certainly makes a really nice sort of Christmas present. And you've certainly got that option if you wanted to delve into the Evercade cartridges and maybe just pick and choose one or two that you maybe want to expand your library a little bit and maybe just dip your toe and see how it goes. But if you're not interested, and this is probably the ideal device for you. If you're not really bothered about tinkering about with stuff, playing different games, you just want to have something quick, easy, pocketable, and pick up and play certain games, then this is perfect for you. Very simple. There's nothing exciting about it. I guess there's no added stuff like Game of the Month, and there's no added features like playing games in this sort of Tate mode style, that you could just obviously play better than you could on this Super Pocket. But yeah, it's really up to you. Obviously, if you're on a tighter budget, I would recommend the Super Pocket. At 50 quid, it's not too bad at all, and you've always got that option to expand your library if you wanted to and delve into the Evercade ecosystem. But anyway, let's have a look at what the options are. You could decide maybe you want to go a more serious route and go for the EXP, and there's certainly a lot more benefits to that. So let's have a look at the EXP. Okay, so the Evercade EXP is obviously retailing, I think it's about £120, and it comes complete with the Capcom games built into the system, and also this version came with the Ireme cart at launch, and it comes this sort of nice sheer white version. Now, the early models did have a little bit of light bleed, but I believe a lot of that has been sorted, and it certainly had some charging issues, but the units picked up now should be okay. I mean, the launch was quite some time ago now, about a year ago, and yeah, things have definitely been better. My Founders Edition, for example, the black version was so much better. I've had no issues with it. But yeah, you can see here the form factor is really nice. You've got some really nice shoulder buttons on here, which is perfect for the games that utilise that. Now, maybe I need to clarify, not every game uses the shoulder buttons. There's probably only a small percentage that does. But the EXP, obviously got that widescreen. It's a lovely looking screen. The buttons are all nicely placed. I don't really like the start and select button on this, to be honest with you. It does get a little bit annoying. You've got the added bonus, you've got hidden games that you can unlock. Now that's not on the Super Pocket. I don't think there's any plans for that to be on the Super Pocket. And yeah, you've got the Evercade Game of the Month thing as well, which you'll get a new game every single month. You've got access to more options as well, sort of different bezels that you can sort of put onto the screen. I think the Super Pocket you can adjust scan lines, that kind of thing, but it's very, very basic. There's nothing too fancy about it. It's kept to a minimal level. One of the best things about the Super Pocket, it does give you the ability to make the arcade games easier if you want. Hopefully that'll come to the EXP at some point. You can obviously limit your coins here too, and there's some added bonuses here if you want to sort of give yourself a challenge on the arcade games. You can give yourself some kind of coin limit and see how far you actually get in the games. You can also button map some of the games now at this point. You can change sort of the button layouts if you don't like how they are in the original sort of setup by Evercade. Yep, and you've got that added bonus. You can play those vertical aspect ratio compatible games in Tate mode at the touch of a button. Now this is definitely the ideal way to play these games. On the Super Pocket it's going to look very, very squashed and it's not ideal. But don't get me wrong, I really think the Tate mode is something of a novelty. It can be quite uncomfortable to play in long sort of stages. If you play for any longer, maybe 20-30 minutes, it starts to hurt your hand. It's quite a heavy unit to sort of play games that way. But yeah, there's a lot of great things about the Evercade EXP. Unfortunately, yeah, it's obviously a little bit too big to fit in your pocket. Unless you've got really massive clown-sized pockets, then it's not really ideal. You'd probably most likely put it in a case and sort of stick it in your bag or something and sort of put it like that. Whereas your Super Pocket, you can stick it in your pocket and don't worry about it too much. Now, like I said about the Super Pocket, not sure how games such as Cathedral will work. It's probably going to be really squashed. I read a rumour on one of the reviews of this that the Cathedral cart wasn't working at present, but that should be sorted for launch, we hope, with the fact that we'll need an update via sort of USB cable. But yeah, there's so many good things about the EXP. You've got all the cartridges that you can obviously delve into. I would recommend the EXP if you were serious and you were thinking about getting multiple cartridges and you were serious about your gameplay. If you're really just a casual game player, just pick up and play games every now and again, maybe on your travels, then the Super Pocket is probably the better option. But if you're serious and you're really wanting to delve deep into Evercade, then the EXP is probably the more serious option. Along with, obviously, there's the VS as well, which obviously that's not portable. So to speak, you can't really play that on the go like you can the EXP, but if you're serious, then these are the other options for you. It's a really nice device, there's no doubt about it. It's certainly better than the original Evercade. The screen is such a huge improvement, the viewing angles are so much better. Like I did say though, the early unit and models certainly had some issues. It was far from perfect. I'm hoping, yeah, that if anyone's picked one of these units up recently, that all these issues have been ironed out. Like I said, I've had the Founders Edition since, was it February, March time when it got released, and I've had no issues with it at all. It's been really, really good. So they've certainly ironed out the issues on that front. But yeah, it really is up to you. Personally, I think, for me, I like the EXP. The Super Pocket I might delve into as a little bit of a casual device, and certainly if I'm on the travels it might be easier just to put that in the pocket and delve into that and play a game on cartridge as I go, or on my travels somewhere. It's certainly quite cool. If you're lucky enough, you might want to get both of them. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Are you thinking about getting a Super Pocket? Are you sort of on the fence and which one that you want to get? Let me know. Are you going to get both? Drop me a comment. Thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.